Hi guys, it's Just Honest Fiction and welcome back to my channel. So if you're familiar with my channel, you know that I primarily read fantasy and fantasy romance. That is not going to change. Those are my favorite genres of all time and I love them. However, I've recently read some contemporary romance that I really enjoyed, specifically age gap romance. So today I'm going to be doing an introduction to age gap contemporary romance, just talking about the two books I read that I really enjoyed. Alright guys, so before we get into the video, I just want to say there are timestamps down below if you're looking for a certain book. Also, if you're unfamiliar with my channel, I post new videos every Thursday, Sunday. If you haven't yet, please like and subscribe. You can also hit the notification bell to be notified whenever I post new bookish content. And you can also check out my Instagram. It is linked down in the description below. I am going to try to be more active on there, have you guys fill out some stories, just helping me pick out my TBR, and I just want to be more interactive on Instagram. So please, if you are not subscribed to my Instagram, hit that subscribe button. Please feel free to message me. I get a decent messages on there and I'm always trying to respond. So anyway, with all of that out of the way, let's discuss these books. All right, so first up, I'm going to talk about a book that I literally finished an hour before I'm filming this. It's the whole motivation for me to make this video. It was recommended by Jess from Peace Love Books. I think I saw it on her TikTok. And this book just destroyed me. So it's called Don't Kiss the Bride. And I believe it's by Carian. I listened to this in audio format, so on Audible. And oh my gosh, so this book is following Jude and Skylar. And Skylar is a girl who has a terrible upbringing. Her mother is a hoarder and is just completely neglectful. So Skylar is dealing with an eating disorder. She's dealing with an unsafe home life and is just trying to get by. Now, Jude, or Lucky, his nickname is Lucky, is a 34-year-old construction worker who has a troubled past, but he is really just a good person deep down. And he sees Skylar and I think her car breaks down. So he ends up helping her and then he finds out a little bit about her home situation and decides that he needs to help out this girl. So he offers to marry her so she will go onto his health insurance. And obviously Skylar is a little skeptical about this at first because she's not sure, she doesn't know anything about this guy. But it ends up working out and it's their story and it goes from there. And oh my goodness, I loved Jude/Lucky. I just loved him as a character. He's this like biker looking guy with long hair and tattoos everywhere, but he's just a big softie and he really wants to take care of Skylar. I thought Skylar's character was very interesting. I haven't read from the perspective of someone with an eating disorder, and this was a unknown to me type of eating disorder where like certain foods just brought back certain memories. So she was having trouble eating different things. She really only ate bread and it just had a lot of things to do with her past and how both of her parents were very negligent. And it was a really deep story. I wasn't expecting to get so involved in the characters. I honestly thought this book was just going to be a lot of spice. And there are spice scenes, but I feel like I was more connected to this book because of Skylar and Jude and their chemistry and all of that than the spice. The spice felt very secondary in this novel. And I just loved it, and it was just a very wholesome, cute story that is a little heavy, so go into it knowing that this is not a fluffy romance. You're really dealing with Skylar's eating disorder and her issues with her family, and then Jude trying to figure out how he wants the world to see him. Like, he just married this 18-year-old girl, and he doesn't want people thinking that he's this scumbag. So it was a very fun read. I highly recommend checking it out. This is a great beginner for age gap romances. It was just a very enjoyable read. And the second book I read was much more popular, and that is Birthday Girl by Penelope Douglas. Now, Penelope Douglas has a few books that kind of involve an age gap, but this one is a primary age gap, and it is following Jordan and Pike. So Jordan is a girl who's been in a long-time relationship with this guy that's kind of bringing her down. He doesn't really take care of her or value her in any way, and on her birthday he forgets to pick her up, so she goes to the movies. And while she's at the movies alone on her birthday, she meets Pike, who is this very handsome older man, and the two have instant chemistry right away. However, when they are both leaving the movie after doing a little flirting, they find out that Jordan's boyfriend is actually the son of Pike. So it's her boyfriend's father that she's been talking to in this movie. So eventually, we also discover that Jordan's boyfriend got them kicked out of their apartment, so they all go and move in with Pike, and obviously a relationship soon forms between Pike and Jordan. and it's all of the drama and dealing with the fact that Pike has to get over the fact that he's dating his son's ex-girlfriend, and Jordan has to deal with the fact that she's dating her ex-boyfriend's father, and it goes from there. Funny enough, I'm pretty sure Pike is also a construction worker, so there's a construction worker theme with both of these books, but I loved Pike and Jordan's relationship. This is a little bit less, I've been talking about drama a lot. This is a little less dramatic than Don't Kiss the Bride. I feel like Don't Kiss the Bride was really, really heavy. This is a little bit lighter, where the stakes aren't quite as high. Jordan does really love Pike, Pike loves Jordan, and they're willing to risk it just for his son's happiness. That's the main gist in Birthday Girl, but it was still a very fun time. This one is much spicier, I feel like, than Don't Kiss the Girl. There's a lot more spice scenes in this. It is Penelope Douglas. Personally, I love this book. I think this is one of my favorite Penelope Douglas books, and I highly recommend picking it up. If I had to pick between the two, I might pick Don't Kiss the Bride, just because it was a little bit more of a heavier story. But this book, too, is awesome. This is also a great starter age gap romance. All right, guys, that is it for my age gap romance recommendation video. Sorry this video was so short. I do plan on reading a decent more age gap romance in the future. Please let me know down in the comments below what is your favorite age gap romance. And I said this already, but I post new videos every Thursday and Sunday, and I will see you all next week. Bye.